Okay, so I think I have to change out my water pump, my freshwater pump. You can see that there's a lot of dripping. You can also see up the wall. I'm sure you've seen lots of those where it just, as the flywheel goes around, it spins it and throws it everywhere. It's also on the tube here, but it's a little harder to see. What I'm going to do, because I haven't seen this, I've seen some people making some changes, especially Winty. One thing I never saw was, how do you drain out the coolant? That's usually the first step. Everybody says, first drain out the coolant. And I've not been able to find somebody that's done it on video. So I wanted to do that part and then walk you through changing out the water pump. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so first time we're going to try and drain the coolant. From the manual, it says you can drain the coolant on the valve closest to the engine, not the outside one. That's the raw water. This is the fresh water. Not, as you can see, not very much space to get something in underneath there. And I'm sure on other boats it's even less space. So what I've got is a small paint bucket and a large Homer bucket. And my plan is to loosen that up and then begin to drain it. I'm going to have to put my finger over the valve as my small bucket fills up and just kind of hold it under there. And I believe I'm going to make a mess, but I'll do my best not to. I'm going to set the camera from my phone somewhere so you can watch and laugh along with me. Let's come right out. Plug back. All right, this is going to take a while. Seems to have slowed down. But it hasn't stopped. I'm opening the butterfly valve on top here. That's the coolant. Coolant water is not clean. Alright, so different camera angle. This is the front, this is the pulley housing. There's the belt that goes around to the alternator. Not sure how well you can see the alternator. Here's the coolant hose that goes up. The pump itself is behind this cap. So what we have to do is take off the alternator, loosen that up, get the belt off. Once we get the belt off, we take off this hose. There's probably still going to be some water in here, like I had mentioned before. I think this is probably the lowest part of the whole system. But we'll find out. This is because I don't know. Alright, so we'll pick them back up. Got the new parts out there, got them painted, and they are drying. Here's the existing pump. You can see that it has been throwing stuff for quite some time. I've sprayed some punch roll on it. Those bolts are, again, they're the opposite of the way Winty did his, which were, he had bolts that went in. These bolts are coming out, and we're just going to mount the new pump directly on those bolts. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and find a different way, or a different angle for this camera so you guys can see better while I'm working. Alright, so that's what it looks like without the pump on. And you can see all the crap that has dripped down in here and is just caked. It's no wonder my belt has been slipping. So I'm going to get all that cleaned out and work on putting the new one back in. I'm not going to film all that because you know how to clean.